Commissioner Skolnick?
Here.
Commissioner Snyder?
Here.
Commissioner Wilkins?
Here.
Commissioner Collins?
Here. Thank you. Approval of minutes August 4th, 2011.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Anybody in the audience like to address us on an agenda item? Please step forward, Mr. Riley.
My name is Jim Riley. I live in Norton Shores. I see that today you are going to be voting on an application for additional credited service for a county employee. And I'd like to give you just a little background of what the real world lives in as opposed to what some other folks live in. I was doing some comparisons of pension, and according to the information that we have here of the employee that is being discussed today, will be retiring at the age of 54, will get their pension immediately at retirement. That pension will be anywhere between $43,000 a year and $46,000 a year. I believe it goes up from there, but I don't know that to be a fact. Excuse me. With that retirement package includes a health care benefit, a vision benefit, and a dental benefit. So again, I'll reiterate, retiring at 54 and a benefit of around $44,000 a year. I did a little research and I found out one of the largest employers in our county, private employers, and what their pension plan was. And I can't go exact on this, but looking at a 62-year-old employee with 37 years of employment at the same firm, who was a high-level or mid-level manager, making significantly more than the employee that we're talking about today. 37 years employed, 62. At retirement, the health care benefit to that employee is 0. The vision care benefit to that employee is 0. And the dental benefit to that employee is 0. The pension benefit that will be paid to that employee at retirement at age 62 will be $30,000 per year. And that $30,000 will remain $30,000 until that employee passes on. And I give you that little background because I'm looking at what appears to be a lovely gift, and I don't mean to be attacking an individual who's retiring here, but the employee will pay almost $32,000 for a benefit down the road. I've done the computation, so I can tell you about what it's going to cost the county. But I would like to know if anybody here can tell me what it's going to cost the county, and if that information has been made available to you in advance or to anyone in advance. So, does anybody know what it's going to cost the county? Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Moving on to items for consideration. WM11/08-105, approve accounts payable. So moved. Thank you. Moved and seconded. Questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. WM11/08-106, Human Resources.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Questions, Mr. Jager?
Did anyone, you probably specifically, or anybody ask this employee to retire?
No.
So
No,
there's,
we would never ask anyone.
well, I mean, they could do it to, so we could hire someone younger at less wages, I guess. And sometimes they retire
We
people.
would never, ever entertain that.
All right. Is there any special circumstances why this person is retiring? Or
I
we
don't know. No, I don't know anything about this individual.
Thank you. Mr. Berezinski?
My understanding that this purchase of additional years is cost neutral to the county.
The purchase of additional years is cost neutral to the county.
And the cost savings for the replacement, because you did go early, there's potential for that.
There's potential cost savings in the base budget, yes.
Mr. Skolnick?
Now, he's been in the system under the old plan, is that correct?
Yes, he's a long-term employee.
So the new employee, whoever, assuming he is replaced, would be covered by what type of retirement?
Is it Debbie can respond to that. Human Resources.
Debbie Gurneville, Human Resources Director. He will be covered with the same benefit, but the new employee will pay more. We have, as new hires have come into this bargaining unit, they pay more out of their paycheck for that benefit than the current employees do. So it will be a cost savings to the county because they pay a percentage of their salary.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Snyder?
I will make the same comment that I've made every time we do this. This is the policy of this group. It's been a policy that's been in place for some time. To say that it's revenue neutral is not necessarily true. It may be, or it may well not be revenue neutral. This is based on actuarial assumptions that change dramatically over a period of time. And I think we need to take a look at the long-term impact for the county. And all I'm doing is saying what I've said in the past before. I think we need to take a look at the long-term impact of this particular policy. I certainly don't want to interfere with what has been on the board for everybody. I'm going to vote in favor of this for this individual because that's been the policy that the commission has adopted in the past, but I think it really needs to be reviewed.
Mr. Jagger?
The $30,000 is going to be made up for in 10 years, which is when he turns 64. If he lives to 84, there's another $60,000 out there. Who's going to make up that $60,000? Do we have any idea? If he lives to 84. I'll say he lives to 74.
When I was-
That's average age, 74. Let's just say that. That's $30,000. Who's making up that $30,000?
Mr. Snyder?
Well, that's a rhetorical question that's unanswerable to begin with. What's going to happen is that it's going to have to come out of contributions from other people that are all built into the actuarial assumption of people that may not stay there for the entire period of time. The earnings on that base, who's going to make up for it? It's going to be made up out of wages and the contributions that would come out of the county. That's the point that I've been trying to make.
But I understand, but the pension plan is $5.4 billion short. So it sounds like to me the taxpayer's going to end up picking this up.
Billion?
Yes, $5.4 billion is what the Michigan State retirement plan is short right now.
How much of it is due now?
Huh?
How much of it is due and not being paid?
I don't know, but you can see what's happening out here.
No, that's incorrect.
We're not part of the Michigan State retirement system.
No. Mr. Cross?
You claim the taxpayers are gonna have to pay for this, but this man's probably a taxpayer too, and I think we ought to shake his hand for putting 30 years of his life into this county. That's what I think. He did a service, I think he deserves it. 30 years of his life. He's 54, that's better than half his life. He served right here for this county, for the people in this county.
Any other comment?
I do.
Heard the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
One opposed. Motion carries. Old business. Any old business? Any new business? Or Mr. Derazinski?
If I may, the people at Abate that rented leased the campground to, they would like to come in at the next board meeting and ask for another year extension. They're getting a lot of requests for reservations, which we had at the hotel for bite time, just so you're not surprised.
Any other new business? See no more new business. Public comment on the new topic? Mr.
No topic.
Eric?
I just have two quick things. The first one, I sent you guys an email about a FOIA request, where the county was trying to charge $300 for looking up revenues for, I believe it was the transit administrator. I suggest that you guys look at that, because $300 to look up somebody's salary for 2 years is a little high. I don't know if she's responded to it or not. Last I talked to her was on Saturday.
Mr. Williams.
If I could,
Sure.
I did see an email response from Maryville and Nueva, and there's much more involved than just looking at the salary. And she sent a response to the gentleman who made the request, which itemized the charges that led to the overall amount, based on policy.
Can you tell me when she did that?
I saw it. I was out yesterday, I presume. I think it came in Monday.
Okay,
So I was
no,
out.
last I heard was Saturday, that's fine. They hadn't told me yet anything had gone through, so I was checking on it for them. Now, the second was about the bid that was sent out for the compactors for the landfill. How we're only going with, I keep wanting to say, CAT, is it CAT? I keep wanting to say CASE. For CAT, I've actually talked with two of the other companies that claim that they have more savings. The one was that did a bid, although we're not considered, from my understanding, you guys won't consider it because it was not a CAT operation. In the bid that was received, it was $68,000 less. They also claim, although I haven't seen any data, where they do more compacting than what the CAT compactor does. And I know that the other one that I've talked to is the BOMAG company. They've also would like an opportunity to present themselves. They had contacted about the bid, but they were told not to even try it because they were not also a CAT builder. So I wanted to bring it up to the board that really you guys should bid on machinery on the functions they do, not on the manufacturer. That really limits what you can receive.
Anybody else? Mr. Riley?
Yes, last week, or perhaps the week before, you made a change for the full board meeting from 23rd to this week. Can you tell me, has that been, aside from inserted into the minutes, I thought there was an acknowledgement that these types of changes would be made public. I noticed, at least this morning, I looked at every place I could look, and I looked out here as I walked in. Has that been publicly posted so that citizens who do show up, or at least we're planning on coming, will know when that the changes have been made? Is anybody in charge of that? Who does that?
That's done by our county board liaison. I'll check with her and make sure that that's been
That
followed.
would be nice.
Sure, thank you.
Is there anyone else? If not, motion to entertain a motion to adjourn. Second.